Welcome to the deep dive. So you're probably wondering how artificial intelligence is really changing things in HR and recruitment.
It's a huge topic right now.
Exactly. We've got a whole set of questions here looking at just how AI impacts everything from getting your application seen to how companies manage their teams. Let's dive in and get you up to speed fast.
Sounds good. And yeah, the questions really cover the spectrum. We're talking resume screening, predicting success, even the ethical side of things. It touches pretty much every part of HR.
Okay, great. Let's kick things off with resume screening. That seems like the first hurdle. How does AI actually sift through tons of applications?
Well, basically, AI algorithms are programmed to scan resumes for specific keywords, skills, qualifications, things that match the job description the company put out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like a super fast, targeted search. Then it often ranks the candidates based on how well they seem to fit those requirements. It helps HR quickly find the potentially relevant people in a massive pile.
Right, speeds things up dramatically, I imagine. But is it just about keywords? Or can AI, go deeper and try to figure out who might actually be good at the job long term?
That's kind of the next level, yeah. It connects to predicting success. AI can analyze more than just resumes, maybe assessment results, past performance data if available, things like that.
Looking for patterns.
Exactly. It looks for patterns or characteristics that historically have correlated with people succeeding in similar roles within that company or, even more broadly.
Interesting. So it's trying to build a profile of a successful employee based on data.
Sort of, yes. Though prediction is a strong word, it's more about identifying statistical likelihoods based on the data it has learned from.
Got it. And what about those chatbots? You see them pop up on career pages all the time now. What role do they play?
Chatbots are mostly about efficiency in the early stages. They can answer, common candidate questions, 237 questions about the role, the benefits, the application process.
Saves HR time answering the same things over and over.
Precisely. They can also help guide people through the application steps or even schedule initial screening interviews. Frees up human recruiters for more complex interactions.
Makes sense. So we've got algorithm screening, chatbots interacting. Are there specific AI tools HR teams are actually buying and using for this?
Oh, absolutely. The market for HR tech is booming, and lots of tools now have AI built in. Tools for recruitment, for talent management, for employee engagement. It's a pretty wide range.
Okay, so let's say AI helps someone get hired. Does its role stop there? Or can it help, say, with internal promotions or mapping out career paths?
No, it doesn't have to stop there. AI can be really useful internally, too. It can analyze employee skill sets, performance reviews, maybe even project contributions.
To find people ready for a step up?
Yes, to identify potential candidates for internal moves or promotions. It can also sometimes suggest potential career paths based on an employee's profile and the company's perceived future needs.
Interesting for employee development.
Hmm.
What about keeping a finger on the pulse? Like monitoring employee satisfaction or performance generally?
Yes, AI is used there too. For instance, it can analyze anonymized feedback from employee surveys to gauge overall sentiment or identify common themes and concerns.
So processing text data to find trends.
Right. And on the performance side, it can analyze performance data over time to spot trends, maybe identify teams that are excelling or areas where more support might be needed. Again, it's about extracting insights from data.
Now, shifting focus a bit.
Yeah.
What about the big picture? Workforce planning, strategy. Can AI help HR with that more forward-looking stuff?
Definitely. That's a really growing area. AI can analyze historical workforce data, look at market trends, maybe even integrate business forecasts.
To predict future hiring needs.
Exactly. To help forecast what kind of skills the company will need down the line, identify potential gaps, and inform strategic decisions about, say, recruitment versus upskilling the current workforce. It aids in data-driven workforce planning.
Okay, that sounds powerful. But all this reliance on algorithms.
Right.
It brings up ethical questions, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's a critical part of the conversation. There are major concerns around data privacy, how transparent these algorithms are.
Like, how do they actually make decisions?
Precisely. And crucially, the potential for bias. If the data used to train the AI reflects existing societal biases, the AI can actually learn and perpetuate or even amplify that bias in hiring or promotion decisions.
So it could accidentally discriminate?
That's the risk, yes. Ensuring fairness and mitigating bias in AI HR tools is a huge challenge and responsibility for companies using them.
Wow, okay. So, looking ahead then, wrapping things up, where does this all seem to be going? What's the future of AI in HR?
Well, the general consensus is deeper integration. AI is likely to become even more standard in HR departments. We'll probably see more sophisticated tools, maybe handling more nuanced tasks.
Leading to more efficiency.
Hopefully, yes. More efficiency, more data-driven insights, but always with those ethical considerations needing careful management. The aim is to augment human HR professionals, not necessarily replace them entirely, especially for tasks requiring empathy and complex judgment.
So the takeaway seems to be AI is definitely reshaping HR. Lots of potential for efficiency and insight, but also real challenges around things like bias and ethics that need close attention. Understanding this is pretty vital for anyone working today, whether you're hiring or looking for a job.
Couldn't agree more. It really makes you think, doesn't it? As AI gets better at identifying patterns related to success at work, how might that change what we even consider a good employee? Or, what happens to the human connection in the workplace when so many processes become automated?
That's a great point, something to definitely keep mulling over, balancing the tech with the human touch. Thanks for walking us through that.
My pleasure. It's a fascinating, fast-moving field.